Archers lost money after 20 arrows. English longbowmen earned 6 pence a day, while a single arrow cost 0.3125 pence. This disparity is striking, as it translates to a significant financial burden for archers engaging in prolonged battles. With each arrow fired, the longbowmen's earnings were slowly depleted, raising questions about the sustainability of their role in medieval warfare. The financial strain of arrow costs on daily wages is a crucial aspect to consider when examining the economics of war during this period. The financial burden of prolonged battles had significant implications for English longbowmen. With each arrow costing 0.3125 pence, the expense added up quickly, and the daily wage of 6 pence was often insufficient to cover the costs. In battles that lasted multiple hours, longbowmen could easily exhaust their daily earnings, putting them in a difficult financial situation. This financial strain likely affected their willingness to participate in prolonged battles, as they would be shooting themselves into debt. The economic reality of being an English longbowman during the 100 Years' War was harsh, and the cost of arrows was a major contributor to this hardship. As a result, longbowmen may have been more cautious in their engagement, seeking to minimize their expenses while still fulfilling their duties. The high cost of arrows created a delicate balance between military duty and financial sustainability, one that longbowmen had to navigate carefully to avoid financial ruin. This precarious situation highlights the often overlooked economic aspect of medieval warfare, where the cost of equipment and supplies played a significant role in shaping the actions of soldiers on the battlefield. Historical records reveal instances of English longbowmen protesting their compensation and refusing to engage in battles due to the financial burden of arrow costs. One notable example can be found in the accounts of the Battle of Crécy, where archers were said to have complained about the high cost of arrows and the inadequate compensation they received. According to medieval historian Jean Froissart, some archers were known to have sold their arrows after battles, rather than returning them to their commanders, in an attempt to recoup some of their losses. This practice, although not widespread, highlights the financial struggles faced by longbowmen and their desperation to make ends meet. The grievances of English longbowmen were not limited to the cost of arrows, but also extended to their overall compensation and treatment. As the 100 Years' War dragged on, the financial burden of prolonged battles took its toll on the longbowmen, leading to increased dissatisfaction and discontent among their ranks, ultimately affecting their willingness to participate in battles. In conclusion, the economics of war had a significant impact on English longbowmen during the 100 Years' War, as the cost of arrows and their daily wages created a financial strain that could lead to significant losses after only 20 arrows. This financial burden likely influenced their participation in battles and their willingness to engage in prolonged combat. The historical accounts of archer grievances and protests highlight the importance of considering the economic aspect of medieval warfare. The financial challenges faced by English longbowmen serve as a reminder that the outcome of battles was not solely determined by military strategy, but also by the economic realities of warfare. Ultimately, the story of English longbowmen during the 100 Years' War teaches us that understanding the economics of war is crucial to grasping the complexities of medieval conflict, and that the true cost of war goes beyond the battlefield, as every arrow fired had a direct impact on the archer's wallet, making the economics of warfare a critical component of military history.